India has moved to secure domestic LPG supplies as the West Asia conflict disrupts global fuel flows. The Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas has ordered oil refineries to increase LPG production. The extra production will be diverted for domestic household use. The government says households will be the top priority during the supply disruption. A new 25-day gap between LPG refuel bookings has also been introduced. Officials say the move is aimed at preventing panic buying, hoarding, and black marketing. Imported LPG is now being reserved for critical sectors such as hospitals and educational institutions. The other commercial users like restaurants, hotels, and industry, a special review committee has been formed. The committee, comprising senior executives from oil marketing companies, will review requests for supply. The decision comes as global energy markets react to the closure of Strait of Hormuz. India imports nearly two-thirds of its LPG consumption, with most supplies coming from Gulf region. The disruption has already begun affecting commercial LPG consumers in several cities. Restaurant, hotels, and factories in cities including Mumbai, Bengaluru, and parts of Punjab have reported shortages. Some restaurant associations warn that prolonged shortages could force temporary closures. In Pune, the impact has even reached public services. The Pune Municipal Corporation has temporarily shut gas-based crematorium furnaces. Electric crematorium with air pollution control system remain operational for now. Authorities say the move is aimed at conserving LPG during the supply crunch.
See, I'll just tell you very clearly that crematorium services have not been disturbed or there is no break in this because it's a very important and very essential service. We are having around 27 crematorium in the city, and all these crematorium have all kinds of facility. We also use woods, we also use electricity, like the chambers, and we are having around the 18 such places where we also use the LPG gas. So we are having enough of facilities, like we are able to actually cremate around more than 118 bodies in a day and roughly 2,000 in a month. So only at the 18 places, because of the break in the supply of commercial this LPG, we are discouraging the use of the LPG so that we are not having a kind of a shortage of LPG.
Energy economists warn that sustained spikes in global oil prices could hurt India's economy. Axis Bank chief economist Neelkant Mishra says rising crude prices carry a heavy economic cost.
See, the first is that we are deeply vulnerable to energy prices. So we have we import 50% of our dense energy, whether it is in the form of oil or gas or fertilizer, edible oil. All of that exposure is very vulnerable at this stage. Every dollar per barrel is about $1.8 billion a year. So if you take in say a $50 increase in oil prices, we are talking about $90 billion of impact. So that's like more than 2% of GDP if oil prices stay here for 1 year. That means a significant distortion or disruption in the balance of payments. So there is now suddenly, if you have to pay $90 billion extra, suppose that it's only a $50 rise. I mean, it is quite possible as the stress builds up that these numbers can actually go higher from here. The oil prices is no denying that they can in the near term even higher from here. The question to ask is whether this will last for a year or will this last for a month. And I think the call there is that this is not just painful for India, it is actually painful for everyone, including the people who are involved in these battles. It is as much a problem for the West Asian oil producers whose oil is not able to come to the market, as it is for America, where there are midterm elections which are due later this year, and a number of the core support base of the American president actually have warned against these wars and getting involved in them. So it is reasonable to expect that this will be a short-lived war, that because it's not in China's interest, it's not in American interest. So this is the game of brinkmanship that will play out for a couple of weeks, maybe another 4-5 weeks, maybe 6 weeks. But it is, I think, a reasonable expectation that by end of April we see some kind of conclusion here, because stress is building up on both sides, and wars only continue till the time that one side can withstand it.
Impact on CPI?
With tensions continuing in West Asia, India is also exploring alternative LPG supplies. Shipments from United States are being considered to bridge potential shortages. However, US cargoes take nearly 45 days to reach India compared with less than a week from Gulf. For now, government says its focus is clear: protect household supplies and keep essential services running despite global disruptions.